Hey everybody, welcome back to another tutorial on Farm Life. I am TabeticGuide, the creator of Farm Life. You can find this game on Roblox to play, and today's tutorial is going to teach you about the feeding of your animals and watering of your garden. So if we head on over to the garden first, we'll deal with that. You'll notice that the timers on everything has stopped. Your garden is out of water, and you can tell because everything is brown around the surface instead of being green like it normally should be. Now, in order to solve that and to water your garden, it's really quite simple. You'll notice that there's a water tank over by your barn. You just head over to that water tank, you give it a click, and when you do that, you'll notice that the sprinklers will pop up and start watering your garden. So it's a good practice to water it before it completely runs out of water so that your garden keeps growing, but if it does, it's no big deal. It takes about 15 seconds for it to re-water itself, and then once it does, you'll notice that the timers continue and the garden continues on as usual. So that is the basics of watering the garden. It doesn't matter how many gardens that you have on your property. Once you click that water tank, it'll water all your gardens simultaneously all at once. So now, when it comes to the animals on your farm, they need to be fed just like any other real animals. And you'll notice that this cow, his timer has stopped. And the reason for that is because if you look in his trough, it is completely empty. So we need to feed this cow. Now, in order to do that, we need either wheat or oats, depending on what you have. If you have the pond and you want to feed the animals in the pond, the wheat is what will create your pond food. If you have your pasture, or the coop, it's the oats that you need in order to create your coop food or your pasture food. So as you can see, the oats here have finished growing, so we are going to collect the oats. Now, in order to make your food, what you got to do is you got to head over. There is a mill over on the back side of your property. You head on over to that, give that a click, pop the oats in, and it'll give you an option of either making the coop food or the pasture food. Now, because our cow is in the pasture, we want the pasture food, so we're going to give that a click. It starts the timer. For the sake of this video, we're going to speed things up though, so that we don't force you to sit there and watch it for the full 2 minutes. There. Once it's done, you just give it a click and it pops instantly into your backpack, and you're good to go. Now we just head on over back to the pasture, where our poor starving cow is. And the process is automatic. You don't need to do anything except as long as you have it in your backpack. If you have the wrong food and you click on the trough, it'll tell you you have the wrong food, but as long as you have the right food in your backpack and you click the trough, the process is automatic. It feeds the cow or whatever animal is in the pasture, and you notice now that the timer on the cow has started to count down again, and the cow is happy. He's going to start moving around again, and that is it. So that's basically the fundamentals of how to water your garden and how to feed your animals on the property. So enjoy the game, and we'll see you guys again in the next tutorial.